All right. Wagwan. Yes, yes. What's going on? I'm just doing the Instagrammings now. Yeah. What's up? How's it going? Hello. Wagwan peoples. Yeah, so basically the whole point of this stream is restringing stuff. So I've got my bass to restring. I think this has been like, when was this restrung? I don't know, maybe like 2 years. Yeah. Oh, hello from Norway. Hell yeah. Yeah, this needs to be restrung because I'm going to be using it for some recordings. Then my Razor 7 needs restringing, and my shit, Black V of Doom needs restringing. But yeah, I need to get this Instagram story out. This is what they don't tell you about YouTubing, is that there's so much more involved than just like making videos and stuff. All right, 1 second. Okay, cool. Oh yeah. So what happens? You just pick too hard, or is it just like left too long? How do they keep breaking? Because with me, I haven't broken a string in a while. Big up to Dario strings though. Big up to Dario strings because they are proper solid. They don't break ever really. And is my tea still hot? This is chamomile tea today. Yeah, that's volcanic. Okay. Yeah. So of course you need the tools. Man, there was a time when I first started learning guitar and I was using Ernie balls because I didn't know any better. And then every single time, like it was like every week I broke the high E string, and then I was like 12 at the time, and then luckily there was a music store near where my mum worked. So every Saturday, every Saturday she used to come over with a single string, a 0.9 £1 Ernie ball high E string. Record streams, put that one. Oh, I see. Ah, yes, the dime bag bends. What a cool song though. 5 minutes alone. You know what? Like, loads of people hate on Pantera, but they're really good. They've got some proper solid riffs and really, really great musical guitar playing as well. Yeah, proper. Yeah, I don't love Pantera, but damn, they're cool. All right, so nah, of course. No, of course. Yeah. How many years has it been since Dimebag died? It was 2008. What's that in math? 17 this year. I see. I see. Yeah, like I try to. I don't see. I just play lots of different guitars, and then yeah, I just play lots of different guitars. So the strings just kind of, when the way they deplete is kind of like it takes them ages. Oh, 2004 Dimebag died. Yeah, so 21 years. See, like these strings still sound all right. The issue with this bass at the moment is this. You got crazy fret buzz on this 8th fret. Yeah, otherwise it's not bad. I picked this up for, what was it, £65 or something like that, and good luck trying to get a bass like this for that price. But yeah, let's get this unwound and restrung. Another thing about bass guitars that's different from normal electric guitars is it's like, I mean, it's similar to like those old 60s Fenders. So you've got to like put the string in deep and then wind it up. So you've got to get the right string length. See if I can show a bit of the process and angle up the mic correctly. Yeah. All right. There we go. That will do for now, I guess. But yeah, this is a long thing. I'm looking to get a 5-string bass at some point. Unfortunately, it's going to have to be a normal shaped 5-string, which is a bit meh, but not many people are making affordable pointy 5-string basses, and I want to get something new this time because literally all the gear that I get now is used. The last new, like, what was the most recent new gear that I bought? Was the fireman pedal. Yeah, the only new stuff has really just been from Dean, which is never a complaint. That's really awesome. Yeah, Labella white gold tapes. I've never heard of those before. Yeah, isn't like Imperial Triumphant using like gold strings or something, or the gold plated strings, which I think is kind of dope. You know, it really works with their goes with their thing. Dude, flat mount. Yeah, bass strings are pretty insane, but these ones cost like £30, so that's not too bad. I got them from Stompbox, my local music store, and I also have an affiliate link with them. So yeah, shout out Stompbox. Gold alloy, okay, nice. Yeah, if only there's more like pointy 5-string basses, that would be really cool. That would be hella cool. Yeah, like I would froth at the mouth if there was an equivalent bass like this, but with 5 strings and a active pickup or an active pickups in there, because it would just be way better. But yeah, Dean guitars should be available in the UK soon. There's a website called Aurora who has started to announce that some Dean guitars and Dean guitar models will be available in the UK, which is super dope. All right, cool. So here we go. All the strings are off, so it's time to clean it up. I don't know if I ever mentioned this on the channel, but I'll show you guys in a second. You could really damage someone with these strings. It's like $60 for 4. Yeah, I guess that's worth it if they last years, and it's worth paying a bit extra. No, it's not. Transparency just about the cause. Rip Ozzy. Ozzy's not dead yet, I don't think. Yeah, so one thing I did with this bass guitar is that it had a tone control here, which I got removed. So it's literally just like pick up volume to the jack, which is all that it needs to be and all that it should be. Is that the right way around? Yeah, that one is the right one. Okay, cool. So now it's time to clean this up. All right, cool. Let's have a discussion in the chat. No way! Whoa, whoa, whoa. Ozzy Osbourne died. Like, hang on. No, no way. No way. That's brutal. He literally just did the show. No way. Jeez. Man, that's actually crap. That's mental. Even considering, like, it just literally just did his show. It literally just did a show, and then poof. Damn. Well, I'm happy for Ozzy's sake that he actually managed to do the show in that condition, and he seemed to still do brilliantly. And his legacy is going to live for ages and ages and ages. And I think it's time to bust out some Black Sabbath, early Black Sabbath riffs in honor of Ozzy, man. But that's really, yeah, that's yeah, that's a big turning point in metal history, man. And everyone who went to that show in Birmingham, yeah, Jesus Christ, yeah, everyone who went to that show in Birmingham, that's just made that show even more legendary as well. Yeah, exactly. At least he managed a nice farewell, and yeah, it's brutal, man. It's mental. Yeah, I don't know how to process it, honestly. His music will live on, and he's got like an autobiography or a book as well. I should give that a read because the Geezer Butler one is extremely well done. Yeah, like Geezer Butler's book is really, really well done. Like I listened to the audiobook, and it's really nice to listen to when you drive. And when you hear about some of the stuff that was going on in the Black Sabbath days, it's a kind of case of like, how the hell are these guys still alive? At the time. Yeah, bloody hell. That's a weird thing to happen on the stream, because I was going to say, like, come up with like topics and talk about strange, your most controversial opinions on music, but yeah, that just doesn't seem right now. Yeah, like yeah, I just quickly read like a news article once literally just like a couple minutes ago, once I found out the news, and they were saying that he's been working with a therapist every day, like one of the best ones in LA, to try and at least help him stand. Um, yeah, but imagine like you can't walk, you can barely stand up, and barely move. Parkinson's is pretty brutal, man. It can be. It can be. Is that blood on here? Looks like dried up blood. Yeah. Yeah, man. It's always it's always a good day for some Black Sabbath. What's your okay? So here's some conversation, Aussie and Black Sabbath related. What's your favorite? All right, everyone in the chat. What's your um, favorite Black Sabbath album? Because for me, it's definitely Paranoid. I think that's got the coolest songs on there. Wait, it was on. Yeah, yeah. The thing is, it's like everything, and everyone has to die, right? So even if you are like injecting stem cells and stuff into your bloodstream, you know, time's gonna get you eventually. Like real talk. Oh, that's a bit wobbly. Oh, they're all a bit like that. All good. Yeah, these are not the strongest of tuning pegs, nor the most pristine. Right. Okay, let's clean up this fretboard. Okay, yeah. Paranoid's like 80% got you into the first two out of Sabbath albums. Yeah, yeah. First few Sabbath albums were great. Heaven and Hell, I don't think I've listened to. I've listened to it, but I don't know, man. I'm one of those people that's like, for me, Sabbath is with Ozzy, um, but Dio is still a fantastic singer. Um, yeah. Plus, like all of Black Sabbath's music is going to go down in history and stay with the you with well stay with us for a long time, because it's literally like a turning point in music history when they came out. It's just no one really realized how important it will be at the time, and then now it's like, oh crap, like this is really like forward thinking, and it was just some pissed off dudes from Birmingham and Tony Iommi losing the tips of his fingers. That's Parkinson's brain disease. Priors, yeah. I guess that's the point. Though I still don't believe that there's like an eternal life elixir. Even if it's like from stem cells or whatever. Like, yeah, you could like regenerate something. Um, but everything has to perish at some point. It can't be like a forever thing. Um, yeah, it's like, why would you want to? I don't know. For me, anyway, why would I want to be God and and change and change things like that? I don't know. It's a very strange moral discussion, because I wouldn't want to live forever or anything like that. Um, yeah, stem cells. Yeah, that's a point. That's a point. See, I think like stem cells and stuff could be really helpful if it were to regenerate lost limbs or something like that. Like if someone loses a hand or something and they lose something, I think that's a good thing. Um, or if there's like a spinal condition and like could help the recovery. Um, yeah. All right. Let's see how dirty this fretboard is. Not too bad. Not too bad. Yeah, I'm just using like if anyone's interested, lemon oil. Yeah. All right. Yeah, that's totally understandable. Um, yeah, spinal cord in an accident. Was that like a bike crash or something, or how that happened? That's kind of mad. All right. Cool. Wasn't as dirty as I thought it was going to be. Oof. Damn, man. Yeah, sounds yeah, tough. I've been holding the river cam. Damn, that's a story. But hey, man, I hope you're doing well. Like, given the circumstances, and yeah, let's hope yeah, let's hope there's some development in spinal cord stem cell reconstruction, configuration, and get you hopefully back on your feet. Yeah, I think like more medical advancements like that will be way more positive. Yeah, cool. I'm just checking a few things. Okay, who's this? Okay. All right, so these are 105 to 45s, and I will. Well, I can give you the player's code, player's circle code, and whoever's first can redeem the code, I guess. There we go. All good, Russell. Thanks for sticking around saying hi. But yeah. Okay, cool. I think that's enough. Someone must have got it. And if they haven't got it, tough. Okay. Bass strings. Another cool thing about Dodario is I've always liked the colors. You know, it's a good thing to practice on a bass as opposed to a guitar, because it really forces you to have good hand technique, especially for the left hand. And plus, you can get basses quite cheap as well. So here's how it gets to. Yeah, I'm gonna see if someone actually redeemed that code as well. Because if I end up redeeming it, that's gonna be super lame. Yeah, so let's just see how this goes, because you've always got to like check the length with these things, that I never get it right. And you can like you can basically waste up a whole bass string just by being a little bit thick and cutting too much off. But yeah, start with the low E. All right, cool. So yeah, if I put this in fully, I've got that much slack. So if I do about here, probably, that must go in a couple inches. That'll do. Give me a bit more space. Yeah. So here's the snip. I think it's just about right. Then the bend. Then your string winders. Do you guys have these string winders? These are handy tools. And you get ones with like clippers and that as well. Then we just tighten. Yeah, restringing guitars is so boring, actually. It's not the most entertaining thing ever. All right, come on. And if I mess up, there's even more pressure. Yeah. Hello. Yeah, like these string winder things are proper helpful and handy. It just really speeds up the restring process. And yeah. Oh, look what's happened. Fool. Look how foolish I have been. It's not even on the saddle. Fool overtook. Okay, here's another topic of conversation. Which Lord of the Rings movie is the best one? Because for me, my favorite Lord of the Rings, yeah, okay, my favorite overall film is The Fellowship. Guitar an octave higher. Oh yeah, Sean Bean. I'll stretch this out once I get all the strings on. Yeah, Sean Bean, he's a good actor. I should have got like a little bag for rubbish. Actually, this will work. There we go. Let's get this junk out the way. Save space in whatever space I have left in this room. Yeah. Yeah. Return of the King. Yeah, Return of the Kings is a really cool one. It's such a satisfying conclusion as well. Like it's all finally done after however many years the ring lay dormant or whatever. But yeah, Return of the King is really great, and the tension in the beginning of the Two Towers is brilliant. When it first starts off, it's like the whole first part of the movie is like, holy crap, what's happening? Like what the hell is going on, kind of thing. And then you get Count Grishnak running in the woods, chasing after. Oh God, I hope this is the right string. Yes, and then you get Count Grishnak running after Merry and Pippin. And yeah, fun fact, that's how Varg got his name. All right, I've got some questions. Let's see. Have I tested the LTD Black Metal AP4 bass? No, I have tried absolutely none of the LTD Black Metal series guitars, because when I first saw them, I thought like this is just easy marketing nonsense to get people like black metal musicians to be like, oh, this is the black metal guitar, and it was just a satin guitar with black hardware. Granted, it looks cool and they do sound good. I've just never played them. But I would like to. Of course, I'd like to play lots of other guitars that I've not had the opportunity to try yet. Of course. And what would I say? Maybe what I can't do is Sean Bean dying. It's symphonic black. I like symphonic black metal. Like I grew up listening to Emperor, man. Like I used to listen to so much Emperor back in the day. F word. Yeah, I used to listen to loads and loads of Emperor. Really, really enjoyed early Emperor, especially the first two albums. Love that. And then there's also, why am I using my hands? I have the tool. And then I also have the, I also really like Dimmu Borgir. They are still a spectacular band. Amazing riffs, amazing songs. Nice and brutal with some of their albums. Make sure I get this right. Then what other symphonic black metal? Yeah, one of my bands is a symphonic project. Domitorum used to be called Premature Birth. That's symphonic and has keyboards. For Macarius, who used to be part of the UK scene. Again, cool band. Nice use of keyboards there. Shout out to Dan and Vicky. So other symphonic black metal. Well, Burzum in a way, because they use, like, Varg uses a whole bunch of keyboards, but they're not. But Burzum aren't really that great, though. Can I play on the Fireball amp? Not right now. Yeah, there really could be a festival with bands that are inspired by Lord of the Rings or have some link to Lord of the Rings. Like Shagarath is the name of an orc from Lord of the Rings as well. And then, yeah, you've got Trolls in the Mist from the UK. That is the the Tolkien black metal Tolkien black metal band. Yeah, G, D. Okay, cool. And then, do you know what? I kind of like the Dimmu set list. It's just not as, it's got less Gouda songs in there. That's why. But Stormblast is a great song. Such a magical piece of songwriting. Absolutely magical. Vargrav, I've not listened to them. Serpentine Offering. If you mean Serpentine Offering, then yeah, you need to get your barcodes down all that. Oh yeah, Gorgoroth. Horner's had Lord of the Rings theme songs. I had no idea. But don't even listen to Horner really. Jakob, what were Horner good when you saw them the other day? Oops. It's like I decapitated it. Oh, I see. I see. Yeah, I can't remember if I did a show with Horner or Sargeist back in the day. I definitely did Sargeist. I'm not sure about Horner, but I didn't even stay for Sargeist. Yeah, that was at the Blackwood Gathering in 2018. Ereshkigal played that one. That was a cool show. That was a cool show. Okay, that's on there. That's not on there. Yeah, dude, I've got like plenty of black metal guitars. Like the most black metal guitar I have really is Archaon's old guitar. How do I get? Yeah, I guess it is inspired by the Run, but it's just a bit more classy because it's got the white binding, and that Fishman pickup is so good. How do I get Emperor sound? The guitar tones of Emperor, I'm not too sure. The actual guitar playing of Emperor, there's a lot to it, and it really depends on the album and the era, because one constant in all of Emperor is a certain type of strumming pattern, which is difficult to start with, and even some of like Emperor's theory work and stuff is very, very orchestral. It's like you will learn the same amount of like music theory from listening to Emperor than you would like analyzing like Hans Zimmer pieces and stuff. Yeah, yeah. Hail Ozzy, man. Yeah, gotta get some Sabbath riffs out. Yeah. Okay, one more string, and then that's the first instrument done out of the 3 that I need to do today. Ah, shit. Okay, that's all of them on. But yeah, everything's super out of tune and needs stretching out. Yeah. Infernal War, yeah. Yeah, like Infernal War are pretty punchy, man. Like I'm sure they put on a good show. Was it what was that band that got the Imperial Triumphant singer in a bit of flack? Was it Hate Forest or Infernal War? I can't remember. I think it might have been Hate Forest. Alright, cool. Keep that. Check us out with the code. Right, where's that lead I had? There it is. Cool, let's get this in tune. Hate Forest, yeah. Yeah. So what has Hate Forest done? Oh, they played at Inferno. Oh, that's cool. What has Hate Forest done though? I'm not too familiar on the lore. Is it just like dodgy lyrics or something, or? Can you guys hear the bass okay? Okay, nice. Yeah, trying to get the whole thing in. Can't really. Unless I do this. But yeah, now comes the stretching part. Okay, cool. Glad you can hear the thing. All right. Oh, yo, strings for D standard. Okay, it depends on the guitar. All right, so on a guitar that has 25.5-inch scale length, like this one behind me, the Vengeance V, this one, that has 10-52s on it. But my first Dean, the 30th anniversary V, that's got a 24.75 scale length, so 24.75 scale length, and I put 56-11 Didarios on that one. So yeah, that's what I use for D standard. I need to do a video where I talk about what strings for which guitars, because people have always asked me that for years, and I just think I need to close it once and for all. Yeah, can I use a Prometheus as a keyboard in black metal? What do you mean? Do you mean like making the keyboard super loud? Because that can mean like dungeon synth, or it could be like Spiritual Black Dimensions dimmable gear. I recently saw Mayhem. Yeah, Mayhem don't use the real way of playing that riff. It's just easier to not have that crazy chord shape. But that's how it was recorded. Offbeat gallops. See that? You just gotta break it down. One, so dun. Yeah, when this is in tune, I'll play a bit of like Emperor kind of stuff bits. Drop C for yeah. Planning on getting a Gibson Les Paul? No. Buying one? Nope. I have a Les Paul over there behind here. It's an Epiphone Les Paul, an old one. It needs a setup and a restring. It's old. It's really old. But I wouldn't buy a Gibson. They're not worth the money for me anyway. I can't justify the expenditure, but if I could borrow a Gibson Les Paul and put like nines on it and try and get that De Mysterious tone again, then yeah, I'm more than happy to do that. Yeah, 9-46 with E standard. I do generally use that on my 25.5-inch scale length guitars, so like this one. That was that one. Let him play this from the Dark Past with the hammer on. I think that was one of Snorter's riffs anyway. It's been ages since I've listened to the Live in Leipzig album, but it was probably just some random distortion pedal they're using on the time. Synths and power chords and guitar, yeah, that's fine. You can do that for black metal. It's just a case of what kind of black metal do you want to make. If you want to make it super simple, then that's what you need. If you want to make it a bit more elaborate, then you're going to need to know a lot more chords. Because that was the one thing Emperor did. They use more elaborate chord shapes in black metal. Yeah, it doesn't hard to get the clarity on the bass. Live in Leipzig, I believe, was E flat, 432 hertz, something like that. He might use a HM2. What do you think was the Euronymous rig during life and starting? Honestly, no idea. Just as Les Paul or whatever. 1 2 1 2 3 1. 1 2 1 2 3. I'd have to see that in. So it'd be almost scallops. If it's just like if it's one to caterpillar, 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 caterpillar. Yeah, just almost scallops. Hello. Yeah. Stretch it out a bit, but I think this bass is done. Basses are really quick to fairly quick to restring, but because I'm talking, it might take a bit more time. Feels like I'm almost LPing a video game. Cool, I'll give this a day. That fret buzz is brutal. How did I get into black metal? My cousin showed me Immortals All Shall Fall album, or a couple songs from there. That's how I got into the black metals of Satan and evil. So yeah, there was All Shall Fall, really. That changed the game for me. Okay, that's one instrument done. And now my tea's probably gone cold. Chamomile tea. It's just warm. Crust bands. Honestly, crust and crust punk, I wouldn't know where to begin. I had like very few friends that were into it, and I can't remember any band names or whatever. Yeah, I don't really know any crust bands at all. Quick guitar. Verse style for the Serpentine Offering isn't just the Serpentine Offering just sing like a 16th note riff, but you play. Hang on, they gotta do guitar Tetris. The Serpentine Offering riff, that's just in the verse. As I well annoyed. You know what? Let me try and plug in. Let me see if I can get the that bit. Let me plug into my Boss Katana and see if YouTube will be okay with this. Uno momento, everyone. Chotto mate kudasai. Jakoman. How many ways can I say wait a minute in different languages? I've done Korean. I've done Japanese. Anyway. Oh, sorry, I was getting that confused with like the Chosen Legacy. It's just bar chords. Can you guys hear this? It's just, for me, it's just minor chords. You could think of it as like picked chords. Can you hear the guitar okay? This is janky. All right, I'm going to try it here. Just give me like thumbs up in the comments if this is fine, because I need feedback. Okay, I'm just going to turn it down a bit and move further away. If I turn the amplifier, it might be better now. Okay, lame. Yeah, because I've got like the amp pointing at my amps. Is that better now? Sounds like a phaser. Crap, this is so annoying. What I need to do is, use Logic in my interface and all this other stuff, and get a headset. Well, use my headset and plug that in, and do all this stuff with OBS. I wasn't expecting to use any amps. Yeah, I have the interface. I literally have everything. The only thing is like I need like a crane kind of thing to get like the mic here, and have to be like talking like this, and I'm doing this, and then talking like this, and rather than just, yeah, unless I just find a way to get a good room mic or something. Yeah, I have everything, just haven't got it set up. Right, next instrument. This one. Yes, this is in C standard, C sharp standard. I'm going to return shortly. I'm going to wash my hands because they're starting to feel a bit clammy after doing the restrings. 2 minutes. Okay, I'm back. See, all right, let's see. Favorite Polish black metal bands. Deus Mortem, they're cool. They're like Marduk but heavier. Behemoth has some good stuff back in the day as well. C sharp standard. Yeah, it's a cool one. It's a cool tuning. Yeah. Cool. Let's get this restrung. I have my hairbands in place to. Yeah. How much tea's left? Make sure you guys are staying hydrated in this weather. Yes, two pneumatic bridges. I forget how inconvenience they can be. Yeah, so with these bridges, when you restring, they have the tendency to just plop out, and then your action goes all over the place. So what I'm going to do is take off every string except for one, and then just try and clean the best I can in between everything. That's why I remember now. That's why I like the Floyds a bit more in some aspects. Yeah. Let's see. Hang on, I thought Christianity stopped all that. I thought it's like you're not so forced to be Christian in Poland. I don't know. Upgrade to a Goto. See, I have a Goto on my Razor 7. I've never restrung it until now. Yeah, I agree that early Behemoth is just cool. I mean, like early Behemoth is fine, like it's cool, but everything after what is it, Satanica, when they like tune down and just got heavier, way cooler. Goto Tunematic. Oh, never used one. Yeah, with bridges and stuff, especially like even Evertunes, I need to like use them before I do any upgrades, and I need to justify if it's gonna be worth the upgrade as well. Because it's like, if I get it done on one guitar, then maybe I'm gonna want it done on another guitar, and then it all just adds up, and I'm just like, oh, I don't want to spend money on gear, basically. Oh yeah, Azarath, isn't that don't they have the same drummer as Behemoth, or they used to? So screws up. Favorite white metal band. None. I don't really listen to any white metal bands. I don't even know any. Most prized possession. Don't know. There's lots of things that I have that I enjoy. It was my old. It was my old car, my old Mitsubishi. That was a lovely thing, but that's been sold, and I heard from the new owner. Oh, the string might be stuck in here. That's not good. And I've heard from the new owner that the cam belt snapped. So basically, it needs a whole new engine, or it needs the whole engine to be rebuilt, and that's going to be crazy money to do. Right, this is not good. I think I might have a trapped string in the tuning peg. See if this can coax something out. This is not going to be a restring stream. This might be a torture stream. Watching me suffer trying to get this thing out. Oh. Pliers. Where's my pliers? Ah, don't need pliers. Just behold the strength. Let's see. Christian black, yeah, white. Even tighter than Hellhammer. Damn, that's pretty mad. Yeah, Hellhammer's a great drummer. Fucking killer drummer. That's one. See drum battle between Frost and Infernal War Drummer. Yeah, that'd be cool. Thing is with Frost, I don't think it's an even comparison, because the Infernal War Drummer might be at their peak, and Frost has stayed at a good standard of his career, but I wouldn't say he's at his peak or as it was. He can still do it. I've heard from like some interviews and stuff that he's got like tendonitis and stuff like that, so it's kind of deep for Frost. Hang on, I should do this so you can see the guitar a bit better. Bring it down. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, you can get some cheaper double kick pedals, but I don't know how good they are. Odraza, no idea who they are. Never heard of those guys. Oh, no way. You're at the 1349's Athens show? I really wanted, part of me wanted to make that because I've been wanting to visit Greece and Athens. So I was thinking like, should I make the show? Should I not? But when it came to like expenses after Inferno, it was kind of like, best just not. yeah, future for quad kicks and BM if you've got 4 legs. But yeah, it would have been awesome. But yeah, like Greece and Athens, I really want to check out. It looks fascinating. See the Parthenon and all of the old ruins and old temples and yeah, just chill out basically. But yeah. Oh, dude, yeah. So oh fucking a, you're at the side of the stage, dude. That's dope as hell. Like it really is a proper experience. It's really a magical experience seeing Frost play live because no one drums like he does, and there's always so much of a clear sound. Um, but yeah, I've not seen quad pedals. Kirith Gorgor, I've listened to them at some point, but I can't remember. Yeah, the crazy things for a second. Oh, those things. Yeah, yeah, they're strange. They would have to be like done in a certain way so you can still use it as like a single pedal. So yeah, but yeah. The Santa Death. What is the most expensive guitar? I don't know. I've got guitars that might have some value, but I don't know what the price would be for those. I've got a guitar signed by Dean B. Zelinsky. I've got Archaon's old guitar that's signed by him and Shalva. Yeah, they're probably up there in my super expensive, let's flex kind of guitars. Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty insane having the kind of thing. C sharp or D standard. Oh. Hang on. Questions. Let me. Okay. Well, caller, I'll ask yours first. Yep. So the yeah, I do not doubt that the LTD uh, black metal guitars are great guitars. Like all LTDs that I've played have been brilliant. That's the thing. They are all extremely great guitars. But I just haven't played any of the black metal series. So string tuning for C sharp and D. If you've got a 25.5-inch scale like this one, then do 56 to 11s. And if you have bigger scale length, use 52 to 11 maybe, or 52 to 10. You're going to have to experiment, that kind of thing. Yeah, I know of the band Mithras. I don't know any of the guys personally. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know any of the dudes personally, but yeah, I know of them. I think I've seen them live at some point, but I can't remember. I probably have seen them live at some point. It was probably at a festival where I just saw them in passing very quickly. But yeah, I know of those guys. Yeah, I know of like most UK bands, but I just don't know a lot of them on a personal level. Because a lot of the UK bands nowadays are like up north, and I'm London based. Oh, that's going to be cool. Yeah, because I know Cheyenne has done some has been on Router's show, and he's been on Iblis. They did like this 3 like the guys who do like the podcast, like him, Router, and Into the Necrosphere. They all did like a big discussion thing. I remember that. Yeah. UK black metal band Sex Pistols. Yeah. Okay, Arctic Warfare. Yeah, those are the white ones. Those look super cool as well. Yeah. Metallica. Yeah, Metallica are cool. Best album is by far Ride the Lightning, by far. That for me is peak Metallica. It's because of what's that song? Fade to Black. Yeah, that's the best Metallica song. What other music do you like besides black metal? Literally most things. If it's entertaining, without being like stupid, or I mean like if it's entertaining without being happy, it's like we're not talking Taylor Swift kind of like entertaining and happy. That's not entertaining. That's just happy. But if we're talking something like silly, like Gangnam Style, I'm all for that kind of crazy shit. But I like everything, man. I just mainly listen to like death metal and black metal these days because it's just my thing. It's just what I enjoy the most. So yeah, that's. I'm just trying to think what I've been listening to that isn't black metal. Ridge Racer Type 4 soundtrack. There we go. That's a cool game. Yeah. Aren't we all guitarists now because of Guitar Hero? See, I started guitar before the Guitar Hero craze started. So yeah. And Justice for All is okay. It's just not. It doesn't sound as good as Ride the Lightning. That's the thing. It just doesn't sound as good. Yeah. Yeah, it's just natural. I like stuff that grooves and stuff that's a bit like catchy because it's like for me like very monotonous black metal is very very uninteresting and I don't find it too exciting. I need like some percussion. I need some like movement and stuff with it because it's fine having a riff going. But for me, it'd be cool if it was going kind of thing. That kind of thing. Oh yeah, yeah. Lots of people have different reasons why they started playing guitar. Yeah, I remember a mate of mine in high school just was starting guitar, and I was like, all right, cool. I might as well learn as well then, innit? And then I always had guitars in the house, but never took any lessons or anything. So that's how that all kind of started. Yeah, I could. There we go. Time to get these frets. Surprisingly clean as well. This is nice. It's nice not having to clean up fretboards so much because you can be at this for ages and ages and ages and ages. And it's a good thing to use a light colored cloth when you're wiping these things because then you can see how much more dirt is, how much dirt you produce. But it's all just sweat, dead skin, and occasionally blood if you do that kind of thing live or you cut yourself when you're playing. It's more staccato. It's more groove than just staccato playing. It's just like more to it. Just like palm mutes and stuff. Like Keep of Callison is a good example because they've got that nice blend of cool rhythms and really interesting guitar chords and evil riffs. Yeah, good band. Yeah, I should try and get Obsidian Claw on Black Metal Legends at some point. Do you know what? I never got into Lamb of God ever. I still have never got into Lamb of God. I've always just thought they were just like, for me it's like too happy. And it's like the riffs don't make that much sense to me. What was that? Yeah, I just never got into Lamb of God ever. But I was listening to Machine Head yesterday, and dude, Machine Head goes so hard, like especially the Blackening album. That's so angry. Like you can't like that's really angry guitar playing and real hatred in there. it sounds heavier and more aggressive than a lot of black metal bands, and it's insane. It's insane how much of a powerful sound those guys got with that recording, and the guitar work is great. The drums, especially as well, like it's so like Machine Head's drummer from the Blackening album. I don't know his name, but he had like this crazy way of playing where it was like really groovy and heavy but tribal, because it's like like really using the whole kit, and it's really cool. Yeah, Lamb of God gets a bit samey. Fear Factory I never listened to that much. Oh, that show was in the Czech Republic. Yeah, that's going to make things a little bit awkward if they go back there. All right, get ready, guys, for the chance to get your player's code. Yeah, slightly older model. There we go. The manufacturer. Yeah, I'd have to check that out, man. But yeah, there's your player circle code. There we go. D'Addario. Because they are better than Ernie Balls. They just last longer and don't break. Right. No way. That's mental. I had no idea. See, I don't know the full story of that whole thing. I just remember it popping up. That's mental. Thoughts on Joey Jordison? Killer drummer. He's so good. He's so good. He did like Satyricon shows as well. So yeah, great drummer. Yes, that's another tip when doing. No, it's not a tip. Damn. I was gonna say, restring the guitars like this. That's a silly idea. It makes more sense to do one at a time. Yeah. Rock it like a hurricane, but I like shorter notes to make it sound like a machine gun. Kind of, yeah. It's just more, yeah, sort of, just percussive. Ernie Ball likes break. Lamb of God, yeah. Behemoth would put on a better show than Lamb of God. Yeah. Gotta be careful when you're tuning, then, innit, bruv? Can't be breaking strings when you're tuning. I've done it before, but can't be doing that. All right, let's take that out. Oh yeah, the picking hand thing. Yeah, I remember one of my mates talking about that ages ago. Right, 1 second. Let's put it through here. Yes. Okay. Yosha. Oh, I should get this clean. Shika noka 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 gosh. All right. Scorpion took a here. Yeah, like strumming, especially with the tremolo picking stuff, you've got to be careful. Can't overdo it. A monomath, yeah, super samey. But the thing is, it's like they found a formula that works. It's like Slayer. Slayer's extremely samey, but it works for them. So it's like, can't knock it. There we go. Okay, snaps. That happens. Dude, I've had low E string snap on me, man. That's just how it be. I remember it was like an old Gibson Les Paul string set. I don't know if they still do them, but I just bought them because it just sounded cool at the time. I was just young, and yeah, just did that really. Just was being a bit thick. And then just decided to, yeah, I was learning like a whole bunch like palm muty stuff at the time. Okay. Yeah, AC/DC extremely samey, but there was like, I remember Shalva showed me one good AC/DC song, but I can't remember what it was called. I really cannot remember what it was called. Yeah, Floyd Roses are a menace to the uninitiated, for people who just haven't got the hang of those. And I have not given myself enough string to give this a proper wound. How irritating. Because what I do with guitars without a Floyd Rose, I do a wind, bloody hell, a wind around the top and then a wind around the bottom. And this is going to look super messy. It annoys me when the strings aren't strung cleanly, where it's got like all the angles. Just, why? Okay, what's he saying? Dude, yeah, for real, man, I can't tell. I can't tell any AC/DC song. Really. I don't even like them very much. Right, that's mostly done. Shia. Yep, that is extremely messy. If I stretch it out, it should be a little bit better. This needs to be in C sharp anyway. Psy, I've never listened to properly. I've never listened to like properly, or give their full album a spin. I've got a couple mates that are into like some of the earlier Psy works. Right, tuner. There we go. Just want to keep it a bit more stable. All my picks. Yeah, there we go. Why is this not cooperating? This tuner's being weird. And now it's doing okay. C sharp, there we go. Cool. Now for the next string. Yay. I should really replace the battery in this at some point as well, but I don't think it needs it, but yeah. Where we go? Where are we going? Ozzy's dead. Yeah, man. Pinch harmonics are alright. Radio songs. Zach Wild, he's alright, like as a guitar player, he's cool. Who's LLN? Las Legions Noirs. Do you know what? I've never actually listened to those guys. Gent, yeah, I remember. I remember the Gent thing. Yeah, I remember when Periphery were all the rage, and then people were like, "Hey, you like heavy music? You should listen to dubstep." And I'm like, "Dude, I like music with like real, like with instruments rather than just like sub drops and." Yeah, that was a weird time, and people listening to like Skrillex and stuff. Skrillex, you know, man like Skrillex and that. All right, cool. Let's get this threaded over the top. Very nice. Yeah, pinch harmonics are, you need to do it in the right place and time. Mutilation? Yeah, I never got into Mutilation either. That like super raw stuff. Like my favorite raw sounding album or release ever is Liberation by 1349 because fuck me, that's cool. Okay, cool. So much faster to restring these things. It's F sharp, isn't it? C sharp, F sharp, yeah. Brenovit. Yeah, no idea how to pronounce that. Meshuggah I never really got into as well. What's the song? However it went. Yeah. It's not up to you, but yeah, that was a Aesthetics of Hate. Aesthetics of Hate. Yeah, man. We need more songs with guitar battles like that. Just, dude, that's so cool. Yeah, brilliant song that is. Yeah, I do. Like, there's a couple bands that I want to see live just for the experience, and just oh crap, that's the wrong place. Nearly stabbed myself. Yeah, like I want to check out Gojira live because I've never seen those guys. Machine Head, I'd like to see live, but also I'd like to see Meshuggah just to see what it's about. Yeah. That's cool. Machine Head and James Hetfield. That's pretty dope. Yeah. Yeah. Doesn't Meshuggah's guitarist have like this Ibanez Iceman that's like an 8-string? Or he did. I can't remember, man. I'm not up to date with these things. Yeah, Gojira live. I've only heard good things about Gojira live. It looks dope, man. Ibanez guitars, I like their basses more than their actual guitars. And I have threaded this one a bit too much, but no matter. Yeah, Ibanez guitars, I've always found the only Ibanez guitar that I really enjoyed playing was Shalva's old 1349 Ibanez. That's literally the nicest Ibanez I've ever played. All right, no, I'm gonna undo this and rewind it because that just looks stupid. Yeah, Firebird. Yeah. Is your course doo-doo head begin? Yes. Okay, that's a very good point. So the muddled Macavian, right? So for people like yourself who have just started black metal guitar playing and guitar playing in general, I've got my brand new course, Black Metal Beginnings, which is designed to take people from absolute zero to playing pretty standard black metal riffs anyway. And that's what it's designed for. It has been released. You can get it on my Patreon if you're part of the Warriors subscription, which is like £5 a month, but you can choose to get it outright for 50 quid for a one-off purchase. And I would highly recommend it for every beginner, because that's literally like ground zero. Here's what you need to know from the beginning, and then you get like start from the ground zero, and you start with rhythms and getting your hand in place, and you try learning a few chords, and you like some normal bar chords, and then you get into like more black metal playing, you're into like palm muting, and then progressively building up to like slow tremolo picking stuff as well. So yeah, that's what I recommend. I'll put a link to it now. And I believe I've got one of the first like a episode 0 done for free on there, so you can take a look at the kind of format the lesson would be. It's very similar to like the riff lessons that I do on the channel, but the core content is course content, so you can check it out on Patreon. My Patreon is free to join. If you want to join and like support monthly, you totally can. Or if you just want to get like some few bits from there, like my book or tones or whatever, then yeah, you can totally do that as well, even as a free member. But yeah, take a look at that. And then if you want to jump on board the Black Metal Beginnings course, then, and if you've got any questions, all you need to do is just comment on the video if you do have any issues, and I can always just get back to you. And what I would suggest, instead of like getting it for like, you could get it as the one-off if you want, then you've got it forever. But if you just go for like the £5 a month thing, and if you end up going through the course in like four months or whatever, that's still 20 quid. And that is 20 quid is really not bad for, you know, one of the best learning resources out there. I have not made lessons on Deathspell Omega because I've never learned any, because I've never actually liked their music. Yeah, I never got into Deathspell ever. Yeah, this is a super black metal guitar, but it's cool as hell. I really like this one. It's got a really snappy tone to it. I think this guitar got released before the black metal range came out. All right, cool. Let's just get back to restringing this. My hands are starting to feel disgusting and clammy again. This is horrible. I don't know about you guys, but it feels so uncomfortable having like sticky, dirty fingers and having long fingernails and like dirt on my fingers. I can't stand that. It's not even going in, bruv. There we go, finally. Okay, cool. Let's see what yeah, dude, like Black Metal Beginnings, I've spent like a good year thinking about the course and the core content, and then it took like a few months of planning and prepping, and then the video recording stages took like a good couple months. So you're going to get some serious quality with that thing, and it's basically got everything that you need to get started with black metal. And then after that, to get more of like the technical chops up, then there's Black Metal Mastery, which that was the first course I developed, but I made it a bit too hard to start off with, admittedly. I thought it would be fine, but it turns out a lot of people struggled with it. Hence why I created the beginner course. And someone's been asking about like black metal bass courses, which I think is a good idea and something that I can definitely do. However, I've covered most of it already. So I don't know what the demand would be. Oops, that's a bit incorrect here. Hang on. So I don't know what the demand would be like, and the second would be the worth of doing it, because yeah, it has to be like really bloody good. There we go. That's there. And people want like a more in-depth songwriting course, which again I can do. It's something I've thought about. It's just about going about it the right way. And teaching it in a way that it's not too confusing nor pretentious or unengaging. Because if I end up talking about like rhythms and theory for too long, I've just got to do it right. But I'm not planning any course for the next year, because the next big project is going to be my second book, and I'm not saying anything about it until it's done. But what I can say is that I haven't started yet because I need a break, and I've got too many other stuff to help out with stuff. Let's see. Yeah, blocking laser core. Dead or Attila? Attila, actually. Yeah. The Hexen would be a good headliner. Of course, I would do a signature with Dean. That would be great. I already know exactly what it would be, but I'm not going to say anything. Favorite amps and guitars and why? The ones that I own, because they're great. Horn of Eternal Hate Fest. Yeah, Loss and Curse is brilliant. Black metal theory for beginners. Yeah, there's enough theory in black metal beginnings for it to be relevant and engaging. Yeah, there is music theory now. Think about it. It teaches you about like major, minor chords and intervals and stuff. That's why. Yep. Favorite black metal album? Hello, Jessel. Right, I'll go in order. So, favorite black metal album? Close tie between Demon Noir and Liberation. Yeah, songwriting course would be very difficult, but there's ways you can do things. Favorite non-metal albums? Okay, here's where it gets juicy now. Number 1, Dr. Dre, The Chronic, the hip-hop album. That's a good one. I quite like 50 Cent's Get Rich or Die Trying, and then there's also The Massacre. That's also a cool album. Non-metal albums, Dark Side of the Moon is a good one. Then there's also what else? What else is there? It's been a long time since I've listened to like non-metal-y stuff. Final Fantasy VII soundtrack. That's always a good thing. Um, shit, yeah. Because the thing is, like with most albums that aren't extreme or like good heavy metal albums, just are pretty trash. It's like they've got like a couple good songs, and it's just like what's this nonsense filler crap on there? Yeah. Let's Hello. No, this guitar is my Stealth V. Um, the two pickup Vengeances only come in charcoal burst, like the Vengeance, and then you've also got the red one with the Evertunes. Um, yeah. All right, let's. Oh, stringing guitars is so fiddly, man. Okay, there we go. Yes, closer to the edge. You know what? Yes, has always just slipped by me. Is that the album that has Roundabout on it? Then what else? Yeah, like there's some other Pink Floyd albums that I've listened to. I think I've listened to like The Wall and a couple other ones. Hang on, there we go. We're nearly done with this one. I'll string out later. Yeah, don't. Yeah, it was. Yeah, I'm glad they used that for JoJo's Bizarre Adventure at the end of the first season. I used to know that on guitar, but I can't remember how to play it. I learned it. I was like, "Ha, this is cool," and then just never played it again. Like that actual intro riff. But yeah, other good non-heavy metal albums. I don't know. Let me check my Spotify if there's anything there. Oh yeah, money. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 bum 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 bum. Yeah, Spotify. Michael Jackson. There we go. Michael Jackson, Off the Wall. That's another good album. Berserk original soundtrack. Yeah, that's some good non-heavy metal albums right there. Which version of Lord of the Rings OST? Okay, which version of One Winged Angel is best? That's the one in Crisis Core. Yeah, like the OG one will always be great, of course. I played Crisis Core before Final Fantasy VII, so I'll always have a soft spot for that one. It's just a bit more sinister sounding, which is very nice. Yeah, yeah, Final Fantasy VII, good game, good game. 8's better. I like 8 more. No, this one needs more thing. Hello. All right, I've got loads of questions. Hang on. Rebirth and the Advent Children versions of One Winged Angel are also brilliant, but the Crisis Core one, that's special, man. That's really special. Right. Okay. Let me see. Madonna. Never really got into them. Okay, let's go in order. So the best guitar solo in black metal. Hmm. Best guitar solo in black metal. That's a lot to unravel, I think. Ereshkigal N2. Shit, what is the best black metal? guitar solo. Do you know what? Part of me really likes the War solo, Birds and War's guitar solo, because it's just so dumb. It's just a mess around. And it doesn't take itself too seriously, which I like. Freezing Moon's always going to be up there. That's like the black metal guitar solo. But the best... I think Inferior Pathways is a really great solo. Inferior Pathways. Inferior Pathways. Yeah, that's a cool one. Damn. Black metal guitar solos. Or no, I'll do a few bits here and there. That's cool. Yeah, let's just go with Inferior Pathways for now. That's cool. Rare Horn album. Sabbath greatest hits in 1977. I've got Sabbath's greatest hits somewhere, and I think I got that in like 2010, 2011. So it's kind of mad. Yeah, I'll hear you play a solo. Icelandic bands. There was one really cool band that I used to like from Iceland. Oh, I can't remember now. It wasn't Miss Thurming. It was some other ones. I know Svati Dowdy has some cool and evil moments, but I didn't enjoy their live set. I don't know, man. It's been ages since I listened to Icelandic bands. FF15. I mean, it was fine. It was fine. Oh, bloody hell, yes. Astenu had some great solos in Dimmu Borgir, for Christ's sake. Yeah, like the insight and the catharsis is a really bloody, like, that's magic. Be FF8 without junctioning. Arcane Lifeform Mysterious. Yeah. Buzz I'm doing now, making TikToks. I wasn't at Fortress. I would have liked to have been there, but other matters had to be attended to. Yeah, some other stuff was going on that weekend, and I couldn't make it. Yeah, but I would have liked to have gone to Fortress. It would have been a very, very cool event to see 1349 again, twice in 1 year. Hell yeah, that would have been dope. Any future tattoos? No future tattoos. No tattoos. I'm using 11 to 56 D'Addario strings. There we go. Yeah, I would like to. Okay, see, I would like to get Ereshkigal to play Fortress Fest because it would just be killer. Would be so up for that. But I don't really know who runs Fortress Fest. I've got a rough idea. I can try and get in touch with it, see if we can get a Gary. Okay. Is it Gary Stevenson? I've probably got him. Okay. I'll see what I can. Yeah, I'll have a chat with him and see if they're up for it. Yeah. Let's get this in tune. I will respond to the questions shortly. I can't remember what the notes are for C sharp. You got C sharp, F sharp, B. Isn't it E? Yeah. Yeah, E. Yeah, G sharp and C sharp. There we go. Oop. The E wasn't sitting on the saddle properly. Neither was the A. Yeah, that whole Spiritual Black Dimensions album is just magic. It's, for me, Dimu's best overall album. Really great stuff. Opinion on Floyd Rose for black metal. For me, Floyd Roses are my favorite bridges. I love them. Best bridges. Feel nice, play nice, stay in tune forever. Best things. Have I been to India? Never been to India, not yet. Yeah, what's for dinner? Dude, I had the dal, bruv. On a dal thing, bruv. Some good shit, man. Like dal is peak Indian food. Like if you're taking like good vegetarian food, dal is like Indian vegetarian food. Dal is pure S tier, man. And then you got like gobi, aloo gobi right at the bottom because fuck that shit. That is disgusting. Oh, no tattoos because I don't want tattoos. What do I think about Inquisition? I think it's like worse Immortal because it's kind of the same sort of execution, but a bit more kind of like. And I'm just like, it's all right. I've seen Inquisition live and they're cool, but Abath live doing the Immortal set, that was way better. Palm you on a Floyd Rose. Yeah. Oh. Mashita. Yeah. Dal Mashita. Ha ne. My soul. Hi. There's all my Koreans coming back to me. Yeah. Yeah. I could really. I'm proper. Like, there's this one Korean dish that you can barely get in the UK called dak galbi, which is like stir-fried chicken and vegetables with like this spicy sauce, like this gochujang spicy sauce, and you get it on like this circular grill and you just grill the crap out of it. It's the best thing ever. Like yeah, it's like that samgyeopsal. Those are like some of my favorite Korean dishes, man. Like, go to your local Korean restaurant. Like, Korean food absolutely bangs. It absolutely bangs. Oh, now we get, okay, hang on. I'm getting some good questions now. Okay. Dal is an inner staple, yeah. Oh, they played the one in Africa. Dope. Next tune I've never listened to. Resident Evil. Oh, my favorite Resident Evil is 4, but very, very closely followed by 3. 3 Nemesis, the original. Because 3 Remake isn't very good as a Resident Evil game. It's a good game, but not, yeah. But I liked 6 as well. I liked 5. I haven't played 1 fully. 7, I got really bored in the first hour and never touched it again. 8 is not good at all. I didn't enjoy 8. 2 Remake is good. 4 Remake's good, but it's just better, more fun to play the originals. Mercenaries in Resident Evil 6 was banging. Yeah. Why did I cut my hair? Because I was living in South Korea at the time, and what happens is in 40-degree weather, your hair gets very frizzy. So if you have long hair, it just goes and it looks stupid. So that's why I cut it, because I just couldn't be dealing with messy hair. So I was like, screw it, let me just cut it. Yeah, dude, Resident Evil's dope, man. Lace sensor. No, I've used some lace pickups and I never really found like, wow, these are amazing, but I haven't tried those ones specifically. Favorite Dark Souls games? I've never played like a Dark Souls game from start to end because I just get so frustrated. Couldn't be yeah, I just couldn't be bothered with it. What car will 1349 be? It would have to be something really fast. Probably something like a F40, raw and unforgiving. Jay, what part of Korea are you living in? Because I used to live in Dongtan, just outside of Suwon, Yonggi-do. But it must be like 6 o'clock in the morning in in Korea right now and Japan out there. I haven't played Mass Effect, but I've only heard good things about it. Okay, I'm not sure how I feel about that with if they're made from aluminium. Like if they're too light, then yeah. Edgeware ends. Oh, I know who it is. James. It's James. I thought you were some next Korean geese. Well, you are Korean geese, but yeah. Hello, James. Guys, we've got the original Oreshkable bassist in the chat. All right, catch you later. Baited. Yeah. Obscure black metal band that I love. I don't know. I don't know, man. Most obscure black metal. I don't know, man. Black metal these days isn't really obscure. Everyone knows all the underground bands these days, and obscure black metal band. Not Ereshkigal, but these guys. That's the coolest UK black metal band. They're not playing anymore, but they're the best. It's like all the good bits of all the good bits of Gorgoroth, and all the good bits of Behexen in one band, and it's brilliant. Locking tuners are great. I wish all my guitars had locking tuners. Skyrim, yeah, I've only played but never owned because I just know I could get sucked into that and just never come off it. It's not an Akakok homage, but yeah, it's not an EU band. Hang on, I'll post one of their songs into the chat. Bring out your dead foot. There we go. There we go. Oh no, they won't promote. Losing my English. They won't really matter for neck dive at all. Neck dive's more down to the construction and the weight of the guitars. You'll be completely fine. But yeah, I totally get why Dragon Force would want to make a song about Skyrim. Totally is their vibe. Silent Hill games, right? I've only played 2 and 2 remake. I've completed 2, loved it, amazing game. 2 remake, I've yet to complete, but it's not as good as the original. It's way too long. It doesn't inspire the same level of interest as the OG Silent Hill 2. And the fighting seems a little bit clunky and not as intuitive as the original game. The movement in the original game is a bit weird, but you get used to it really easy, and it's actually not too bad. Yeah, I really enjoyed Silent Hill 2 OG. But yeah, Verdale are cool. From the Maldives, hell yeah, man. See, I haven't played Silent Hill 1. I've only played 2. And Silent Hill 2 is basically, where's Mary? I gotta find Mary. Okay, that's in tune. Now for the last guitar, which is a Floyd guitar. And I'm going to wash my hands and use the bathroom. So talk amongst yourselves, and I will be back. And I'm just going to go on mute. Bear with me. I have returned. Okay, what have I caught up with? Metal Gear Rising. Never played any Metal Gears either. Silent Hill 3 or 4 not played. All right, cool. Let's have some water before diving into this Floyd guitar. Got attacked by water. Catch you later, man. I think Hellhammer plays drums for Covenant. I don't know either. I know Astenu got like kicked out or something like that, which is kind of lame. Yeah, this needs a clean. Yeah. Yeah, I've got the I have a block that I'm gonna put under the bridge here. Just to keep things a bit more workable. Oh, okay. I've never restrung a Goto before. But let's go. Right. Tools. And strings. So before I get a million questions on what strings I'm going to be using, it's these. NYXL 10 to 59 D'Addario strings. Yeah, amazing strings. The NYXL series I really enjoy. Some really nice feeling strings and just they're good. All right, ready for your player circle codes? Let's go. Yes, I'm Indian. All right, you guys got it? There we go. All right, 7 strings. All right, let's get all these off. Unlock everything. Allen keys. There we go. All right, let's loosen these up. Yeah, this guitar hasn't been restrung since January or something. But it needs to be done. I've got a few Floyd guitars that need restringing, but I'll get around to them, and then I will sort out. Yes, I'm English, but I'm also Indian, British Asian. It be. Dude, I still don't even know what a korma is. They've got completely different names to what my family would call like curries or whatever, but it's just like, yeah, whatever. I still don't know the difference. All I know is like a vindaloo, some spicy thing, and it's just, yeah, I don't even know, bruv. I don't care enough to try and dissect British Indian food and what everything means in a restaurant. It's like, is this tasty? Yes, that's all that matters. What ingredients does it have? Not cauliflower. Then it'll be excellent. Coconut. No, I never installed this. I got a shop to do it because my old Floyd had broken. So I was like, just take it out. I didn't fit it into myself. Never restrung this. Right, now it gets kind of sketchy when you've got to like all of the Floyd strings. Goodbye. 2 and 1. And last one's to die. Die. There we go. Cool. I speak some Indian languages, yes. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, this guitar's been a warhorse. I've used it for every single live show since like 2017, except for one. Yeah, this guitar's great. So dependable, never goes out of tune. Done 2 3-hour rehearsals and a gig with a broken Floyd Rose tremolo, and still never needed to tune this thing. What a magical fucking guitar. Still want that Carl Sanders Dean V, the new 7-string one. Got to try and get my hands on one of those. Black metal sounds cool when there are some whammy bar and live stuff. That's what a Restringing, my band, does in like End One and like some live shows and stuff. Yeah, there's a lot of whammy stuff going on, and it's fun, man. It's cool. It just sounds intense and aggressive, as things should be. All right, let's take this off. Actually, what am I doing? I haven't even cleaned this up properly yet. There's still probably like a small amount of blood on this thing as well. Yeah, somewhere, I don't know. Might have been cleaned up. Yeah, that's what happens if you use blood live, kids. Your guitars get really musty and disgusting. And then you have to clean it off, and it takes forever because you think you've cleaned it all, and then you find, oh no, there's even more blood somewhere, and you miss a spot. Especially in a guitar like this that has like lots of crevices and grooves in the body, but it's the price you pay for style. All right, there we go. Let's clean up the fretboard as well before I change all the strings. Keep that there. There's the oil. Right. plays a song. Tomarum. No, I don't know those guys. Hang on. If 1 second. Areshko end one. Yeah, there's like some dive ball whammy usage in this. 1 second. There we go. Just listen to the whole thing. It's only like 15 minutes, but it's a bloody powerful sounding EP. Yeah, you could just like coat and coat and coat and coat on blood, but I like to keep my guitars clean. That's the thing. I don't want it to be like overly messy or disgusting. It's like or smelly because blood can stink. Blood can stink, and I just can't be dealing with that nonsense. If I'm keeping this guitar out, exposed to the world, it's just a bit overly grim and morbid to have the stench of rotting blood just progressively getting worse. You just don't want to deal with that shit, man. It's like, how if you guys have like recycling bins and you leave chicken bones or pork bones or in there for too long, it just stinks like absolute shite. So yeah, I can't be dealing with that crap, not in a bedroom of all places. The stinky stuff can stay at a Watain show, man. I can stay at the Watain shows, man. Oh yeah, Demonic Resurrection. Yeah, I've gigged with those guys. Yeah, they played in the UK a few times. Food reviews. Yeah, Jakob, if you speak to Matt, just say you know me, and then he'll be like, "No way," and then you can have a chat with him, and yeah, yeah, yeah. Matt's a trooper. Oh, I'd love to do food reviews. I should do that. I should do that as well. Find the most evil tasting foods. Ah, dope. Yeah, that'd be cool. If you get him to sign it, that'd be sick. Because he did contribute to like lyrics for 2 of the songs on there. The DNA gems, they have blood. I didn't know that. That's quite cool. That is quite cool. That might be a feature. If I were to do a signature guitar, get a piece of my blood and mix that in with the paintwork or something. That'd be a curious thing. Imagine shipping my blood to America. Do I like Burzum? Not particularly. I mean, they've got good songs, but there are no good Burzum albums. It's just a bit. Releasing lyrics for the NDP at the moment, no. No, there's never been any Ereshkigal lyrics ever been printed or anything. The best interview you've ever done. I mean, I've enjoyed a lot. I've enjoyed every single interview and chat I've done with black metal legends. I still think one of the best ones overall was the one I did with Snorre, because it was just like, it was in person. It was the first in person one. It was like fitting, like the scenery and everything. It was just a bit of a vibe. That one will always be amazing. Same with the first chat with Shalva and Nocturnal Colto. Even Selenos was a big moment. Horvar, Archeon. Every single episode of Black Metal Legends has been inspiring. And that's why it's. Hang on, I should. Yeah. Has always been inspiring. And that's why they've always been really special. Yeah. Ibanez's idea to use blood. Dope. Philosophum only has 2 good songs, and Vislis Taurus only has 1 good song. Greetings from Puerto Rico. What's up? From South America. Hell yeah, man. That's dope. I've been wanting to check out South America. I've always wanted to see like Brazil as well. Speaking of Brazil, I saw Igor Cavalera do a show last week with the Botswanan death metal band Overthrust, and that was amazing. From Argentina. Oh, dude, Argentina should be dope, man. Hopefully there's no like weirdness being me being British there or whatever, but you know, I would like to see Argentina. It looks fascinating. Yeah, lots of mountains and snow caps, and I'd want to see a condor as well. Condor. That's an Aura Noir song. One of the largest wingspans. Cool as fuck, man. Yeah. Birds are underrated, man. On a level, birds are underrated. The bearded reedlings, bro, like they've literally been born with corpse paint. Like the most black metal creature ever. Like they say goats are black metal, but goats really aren't that black metal. But the bearded reedling, dude, that is hilarious. I love those little things. If you watch my video, Black Metal Animals, you'll check that out. Yeah, corvids are also cool as well. Yeah, watch my videos. There's always something crazy or something cool to learn in them. Oh, start with this one. Stubborn are we? Yeah. Oops. Yeah, these Goto bridges are quite well engineered. I'm just like looking at everything now. It's just like, damn, that's cool. Yeah. Yeah, rams. It's just like it's so typical for rams and horned goat creatures to be like with the black metal thing. But peacocks are cool, yeah. Peacocks are very cool. Right. Okay. Now here comes the annoying part of restringing a Floyded guitar. Chopping off the ball ends. Boris T's videos, I've seen a few of them. The most recent one of his I think I saw was when he randomly bumped into Frost on the tube in Oslo. That was pretty dope. But no, I haven't seen any of his videos lately. All right. Let's lock this in. One. Cool. That'll do. Yeah. Oh, that's cool. Cool. Yeah, like, okay, speaking of Bathory, for me, the best Bathory album is Bloodfire Death. Because it sounds like it's got like a whole bunch of like proto Norwegian black metal riffs in there. It's brilliant, man. It's like, yeah, it's just sick. I like it. It's good. I don't need to tighten these up too much because it's a Floydy guitar, but yeah, just enough, I guess. What were the first four albums? It was Bathory's like self-titled Bathory release. Then there was it's not In Memoriam. I can't remember, man. I remember Bloodfire Death, and there's a blue one with like a with like armor on it. Oh, I need to get the block out soon. I won't over tighten these. Okay, so that's E. No, that's not E. That's B. Bathory: The Return. That's the one. Under the Sign of the Black Mark. Yeah, yeah. What is Viking metal? Viking metal is when they have old Norse and Viking themes in the music, which is what they say Bathory helped pioneer and influence. Yeah, yeah. For like proper pure Viking metal, I think Enslaved coined the term, or something like that. But yeah, it was a long time ago. Nordland, that's the one, I believe. Yeah. Yeah, I remember one of my colleagues in Korea, he was a massive Bathory fan, power metal fan. So yeah, that was cool. Yeah, shout out to my man Scott. Not Scott. What's it? Oh God, I've forgotten his name. How could I forget his name? Anyway, Craig. That's it. Yeah, shout out to my man Craig. That's the one. Yeah. Okay. Winder. Yeah, Griddle. I need to become a bit more familiar with Enslaved, but yeah, I would like to feature him on BM Legends. I think it'll be a good one. I just want to become a lot more familiar with their music as well. But I do have the next Black Metal Legends guest lined up, but I'm not going to say who it is, obviously, because you guys got to wait very patiently. But it's very, very cool. Nordvin by Storm. That's like classic. I mean, it could be Viking metal, but I know it's like classic or Norwegian folk songs turned into heavy metal. So yeah, I guess kind of in a way. But yeah. Yeah, that's a good album, that Storm album. German black metal is my guitar needs nail polish. Yeah, probably. German black metal is better than Norwegian black metal. Hard disagree. I was thinking about this. Like I was thinking about Ascension, the German black metal band, and as you know, they're good, but they're not as good as 1349, bruv. Like, come on, they are not as good as so many other bands from Norway. So you can't tell me that Ascension is better than Mayhem. You can't tell me that Bethlehem's better than Mayhem. You can't tell me that Dark and Nocturnal Slaughter Cult is better than fucking Dimmu Borgir or whatever. It's just no way. No way. There's another cool German black metal band called Zarathustra, which is like Vertain but with cooler riffs. So yeah, those guys are pretty sweet. It's a shame that their music got taken off Spotify for some reason. Yeah. Can I send my merchandise to Puerto Rico? I can send it anywhere, man. Give me a sec. I can send over some links to the stores, or if someone can send him Areshka Gore's Bandcamp and my spread shop page, which you should find in one of the descriptions, maybe even in here as well. Give me a sec. Because yeah, if you order off the Bandcamp, that'll be from me directly. If you do it from Spreadshop, it's going to be sent to you directly. Give me a sec. Oh. Hang on. Okay, Areshka Gold. Official bandcamp.com. Yep. So on Areshka Gore's Bandcamp, you've got 2 t-shirts to pick from. This red one, there's only one left in stock. Like literally one left ever. And you get that with a CD as well. And one second. Just got to find the thing. There we go. And if you want just like any general merchandise like caps or hoodies or aprons or anything else like that, you can order some bits there. Yeah, so if you want to get some merch, that's the 2 spots. That's the only 2 spots. Yeah. Okay. Hello. No, I do not intend on growing my hair out like long again Nah, just no point. No point. The Indian Riff Master. Hell yeah, let's go. Let's go. There's supposed to be 2 strings in here. There it is. Manual labor. There we go. That one. Most important part to black metal is the drums. Because you can have like kind of okay-ish riffs, but if you have great drums behind them, it's even better. That's the first thing I would say. Have great drums in your music, and then you can work with the drums to make even better riffs. Because that's one of the reasons why, when Hellhammer joined Mayhem, that's what really took it up another level, was because the drums were just that good. And if you listen to the Blasphemer albums, which are more locked in with the drums, ooh, goddamn, it's cool. Yeah, drums. Drums are a big, important thing in extreme music. And if you have like sucky drums, then it's like boring. Go on, yeah. Not good. It does look good on stage, but I wear hoods on stage now. Oh, that's cool. Coal Fire's guitarist. Yeah, rest in peace, Ozzy. I do not use any pedals when I use my amps. The whole reason I bought these amps is because they sound good without pedals. And yeah, it's like I barely use any boost pedals or anything. The only pedal I bought recently is in case I like do some international shows or tours or whatever, or just anything that means I can't use my own equipment. At least there's some variable of tone that I like, and I can just plug that into an amp and it's still all good. I meant to headbang long hair. Oh, you can do it. It's just style it out, man. Think Gouda with dimmable gear, man. Just think Gouda in general. What gauges are those? It's these 10 to 59s. I haven't asked the Cultify guys yet. Just not yet. I need to listen to more of their music. Oh, cool. You're following on the Instagram. That's dope, man. Yeah, Instagram's been doing all right. It's like popped off a bit, which is quite nice to see. And yeah, I need to make some more videos for Instagram. I already know what I want to do next. I just need to film it. I would have done that today. However, today is a live stream day, and I need to restring guitars for some other stuff that I need to sort out outside of YouTube. So yeah, there's more things going on behind the scenes than people realize. But most of it is just real life, rather than the internet. He's had some cool signatures. I have no idea what the Havoc guy did to his guitar. I remember there was like an municipal waste, whatever they're called. I know they had like some crazy M-shaped guitar, which was kind of cool. The guitarist of that band. Yeah, Beyond the Apocalypse is a great album. Yeah, everything good about black metal guitar is in every single 1349 album. It's like one 1349 album could teach you so much about not only just composition but being a good guitar player. Hello, Babinski. Beyond the Apocalypse. Yeah, Beyond the Apocalypse is going to be amazing on vinyl. The only 1349 album I've listened to on vinyl, and it was not even a whole album, it was Revelations of the Black Flame. And just hearing that guitar tone on vinyl, punchy. Drown as a motto. What do you think of UKBM? There's some good bands in there. I will have to give a big shout out to the following bands: Verdalet, who don't play anymore, Craven Idol. I have to give Trivax a mention because me and Aresh, well, we share the same bass player, and Areshko and Trivax. Need to give them a mention. And then there's also Necro Ritual, who are super cool. Good dudes. Yeah, that's all I can think of at the moment. Oh yeah, Hecate Enthroned. Arash Gore's drummer Matt plays in Hecate and so as well. They're going to be playing in the Czech Republic soon, next month, I believe. What else? What else? What else? What else? Gorgon Vomit are cool. Nice old school death metal. Yeah, what are the UK bands? Yeah. Okay. Almost done, and then it comes to the dastardly part of tuning, and I haven't even untuned the fine tuners. Trying to put them in the middle. Sorry, this must look really boring on camera right now, but I am just like trying to make small adjustments on these things. See if I can make it a bit more guitar-y. There we go. I'm not endorsed by them, but I've got like this special deal with them where I promote their guitars and they send me some, which is super cool. It's really like, you know, it's not. I can't really ask for much more. I get sent free. I get Deans sent to me, and I get to play them and keep them, and it's just awesome. And each guitar has been really, really great. The one I've used the most is the Vengeance, but I really like the Zero. Body shape's a bit same with the 7-string, but you know, as guitars are, they're bloody good. Yeah, like Deans used to be everywhere, and they used to be everywhere for cheap, and I took advantage of that. That's why I've got so many. But these days, they're going to be a few more slowly trickling into the UK. Just give it another few months because they've just scored a deal with a UK distributor. So just stay tuned, basically, for new Deans in the UK. It might take another year or so, but they will be coming. Maybe less than a year, hopefully. But yeah, just keep an eye out for some. And if you find some good used Korean Deans that aren't smashed up, then you're in even better luck. And this is annoying me. There we go. Okay, 1 minute, guys. I'll just check your comments shortly. All right, there we go. Cool. Okay, cool. What is it saying? How loud do I want my amps? Dude, I don't care about my neighbors right now. They've been pissing me off. So yeah. I make it loud enough without being unreasonable or without getting into noise complaint territory. Let's put it like that. I don't need to run them too loud, and I haven't really been running my amps loud at all lately. It's always been at a reasonable volume. I don't even like too many loud noises myself, man. Like I like my peace. It's like leave the loud amps for rehearsal purposes or live purposes. It's just a bit more pleasant that way, in a way. Yeah, the Mustaine signatures are cool, but the Vengeances, they've got nicer necks and they've got better pickups and they just overall just better guitars. Yeah, if Dean's come to the Czech Republic, then definitely try them out because they'll be really cool. Okay, cool. Let's see. Evil Dungeon Crawler is my dude, man. He's a cool guy, bro. Evil Dungeon Crawler is my G, bro. PMT, man. I never went to PMT. Yeah, because Dean don't really have any EU distributors at the moment, but they've just signed a deal with a company called Aurora Music, and I know they deal with like UK shops and stuff. So just give them time, man. It's like yeah, everything just went a bit weird and tits up for those guys. All right, take out the block. Oh, Jesus Christ. There we go. Now to tune this thing properly and stretch out all the strings. This is the long part of tuning with Floyd's. I'll clear all that up later. Right. Tuner, on, lead, in, seat, raised, pick, missing. Hang on, let's see. Yeah, Dean went through a bunch of things, but they're not around anymore. Best high gain amps out there. For me, best overall amps are the Engels, because they come with inbuilt noise gates. Some people might prefer other amps, which is totally fine, but Engels are great, and I really like the Marshall JVM as well. Yeah, 5150s they're nice, but I've used 6505s and I didn't like them, but I think I like the 5150s more. Actually, I'll tune that to C at the moment. Get everything else tuned up. Okay, now to start stretching out the strings and tuning it properly. I started playing guitar. How long have I been playing guitar now? This year I would have been playing guitar 19 years. And I got into black metal when I was 15. Stretch out all the strings. All right. Framus amps. Don't think I've ever used a Framus. Yeah, ICS Vortex would be awesome. Yeah, I'd like to speak to him actually. Speak to him about his Dimmu days, Borknagar, Lamented Souls as well from back in the day, and how he created his vocal technique. My world as the words hold ground and is real. Your word is like floods of poison waters, with languages spoken in spits of different tongues. Digital amp sims and modelers, I think they're fine if you use them effectively. I've been using Archetype Gojira for ages with my IRs, but then the IRs are just copies of the Black Star and Marshall behind me, these cabs. So yeah. So yeah, he's the guy that did all the Dimu clean stuff. From the what's it called? Fucking Spiritual Black Dimensions up into Unsorted Diaboli, and then they got the choirs in. Yeah, with guitar playing, you've really got to like stick with it and just keep going, basically. Right now, we're getting somewhere. D, A, and G are mostly okay. B is okay. E is a D, so that's not okay. Right, start again from D. This is where the pains of Floyd Rose is coming. Almost an E. That's a B now. That's also a B. E is not an E. Getting there? Okay. Yeah. Yeah, for me, my favorite clean black metal vocalists are ICS Vortex and Garm from Ulva. Jesus Christ, out again. These need stretching still. That's a point. But I don't have any 5p coins. Oh yeah, Niche from Alcester. He's got alright cleans, but I prefer the other guys. Yeah, 6 years. Yeah, you just gotta learn stuff. There's like stuff that you play, and then there's like stuff you need to perform. And stuff you need to perform is whoa. Yeah, there's a lot of slack in that D string that I've just pulled out. Ah, yes. I'll get around to tuning this. It might take a little bit while, but it's all good. Floyd's not sitting flat. Maybe it needs more tuning. I think the strings need more slack taken out of them. Yeah, it's best to learn like songs with techniques as well, I find. It's just a better way of doing things. Everything going wrong with this tuning session today. Talk amongst yourselves. Yeah. Oh yeah. Do 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 do. Yeah, that's a good song for Richard Spellbound. Oh my god. Now I know why it's going wrong. I put the B string on the... I put the strings in the wrong places. I put the B on... I put the high E on B and the B on... That's really annoying. Damn. That's not good. Ah, frustration. I've been at this for... Time to do it all again. Get the block. What a nightmare. I was thinking, like, why does that feel weird? Poopy moments. What a silly thing I have done. Right, so this is the B string, not to get confused with the high E string. It even had colors telling me what to do, and I still made a hash of this thing. This has not happened to me in many years. This is frustrating. Lame. Okay, this is the B string, and it might be a bit notched. If I have to use another set of strings for this is going to be deeply frustrating. I'll be very, very angry. There we go. Nice. Okay. High E first. Bead Geb. Okay. So let's get the high E on first and let's tune this up. And then it might be easier to tune this bloody thing. Right. Okay, here we go. This is gonna be so boring to watch. Least entertaining live stream ever. Okay, now it might get entertaining because I'm getting... It's trolling me, man. It's not... There we go. I feel like Jeremy Clarkson with hammers right now. Right, okay. There we go. Is that the right way? Yes. Okay, good. All right. Now to fix the wrongdoings. There you go. Have you got a hammer? Have you guys watched the latest season of Clarkson's Farm, where he sets up his pub? I need to check it out at some point. Go to Jeremy Clarkson's pub and get fucking drunk. There we go. Okay, now the B string is where it goes wrong. I was at Incineration Festival this year, yeah. But it was so busy, man. I barely got to like see or speak to many new people. Yeah. Nice to see the Spectral Wound dudes. They're nice people. I like Spectral Wound. They're nice people. Patrick has been way too kind. Oh shit, hang on. Oh, this is tedious work. This is why I'd hate to be a mechanic, because it's just... Actually, I would quite like to be a mechanic. I could just work on my own cars and just fix up people's cars. It would just be easier. But I would hate to do this style of work all the time, every day. It's too tedious and fiddling. What? Tedious and fiddly, yes. And deeply frustrating. Yeah, this string is so bent. So bent. I'm just glad it's a locking guitar, because then once it's tightened and sorted itself out, it should be okay and fixed. But yeah. See how this stretches out. Oh, what a mash of things. James, does it need a washer? Oh yeah, Batushka. I was there for a little bit, watching their set. Yeah, I ran into Felix, the singer Lycanthrope. He's a cool guy, man. We ended up chatting and having a good chat. Yeah, that was cool. That was probably one of the highlights of the festival, hanging out and chatting to Lycanthrope. So yeah, cool geese. Yeah, Roundhouse was crazy packed, man. But I was there for Celtic Frost. Well, Triptychon, but Celtic Frost. All right, there we go. This should be much easier to tune now. Yes. See, this is why you get the Dario strings, because otherwise they might have been too tense and broke. Actually, why am I tuning to E with the block still in? Why am I doing foolish things tonight? We are immortal, and the song Nariza Rajas. Oh yeah, basis of Spectral. What's his name? Jonas or Joe? I can't remember. Yeah. He's cool guy. Nice dude. Oh no, this whammy bar is not stuck. Okay, good. Right. But yeah, if you're at any UK gigs, just send me a DM on Instagram and then we'll sort something out. We'll say hi and hang out, have a beer or something. Technically, I'm sailing. Yeah. I should watch the Polar Special again. It's been ages since I watched that one. We are immortal, and the song no longer rises. Yeah, that was a great Immortal show. That's an F. This is an E. Okay, it's balancing out a bit more. But from Saudi Arabia. Hell yeah. That is awesome. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to like tighten some of the screws at the back of this thing, but see if I can counteract that. Yeah. Bumper dumper, yeah. Yeah. Stretching. This is literally the worst part of the Floyd Rose experience. Just endless stretching. But once it's done, I don't need to worry about this for a very long time, and then it's all good. Choose your battles. Have constant battles or have one long war. Yeah, like there's very few shows in Saudi Arabia, but there's definitely like a heavy metal scene and a hunger for it. It just needs a dude with enough cash to burn and who likes metal enough to have bands over. But there's definitely a market for it. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to tighten some of the screws. Alright, cool. Time to get a screwdriver from my toolbox. Yes, this is where the stream gets good, guys. This is where I just go slightly mad. And this is where you get to see me suffer. Right, okay. Screwing and driver. Is that from there? All right. So I can't remember if so this is my bridge. It's sitting a bit like wonky right now. So I need to tighten it, isn't it? On the screws at the back. I'm just gonna go with a yes and see what happens. 3 twists. Okay, that's made everything a bit tighter. That's cool. Okay, it's getting there. I would not watch this live stream. Okay, it's getting there. Oh, it's getting there. Yeah, this is the dark part of Floyd Rose's. But like I said, choose your battles, and I choose this war. Oh, it's getting there. Oh, nearly there. This is exciting. Every string I lower, the flatter the bridge gets. Oh, close. Soon. Favorite band right now? That's a very easy question. It's always 1314. There's like the one constant I have in my life is just endless 1349 riffs. Ah, so close. So close still, nearly. Okay, that'll do. Just slack everything up a bit. Feel the aggression. Ah, dude, let me put it like this. I had a broken Floyd Rose, and I did 2 rehearsals, each for 3 hours each, and a gig, and I didn't even need to tune the guitar. Okay, cool. All right, cool. Time to get these little tuning bits on, and then just do a little bit of fine tuning here, and then we should be done and restrung and ready with this cursed bridge. But yeah, there's like, you know, with a good Floyd Rose, you'd never need tuning. Like I've still got guitars that do need new. They've got Floyds and they need restringing, but they'll still be in tune once I get them out the case. So yeah, they're brilliant. You just never need. It's just like you just gotta deal with this one time where it's just gonna suck because you've got to rechange the strings, like today. And then you could live stream it and then people can see your suffering, but then otherwise it's like nothing to worry about. Like I've not personally changed these strings since like November, but they got a new set of strings on in January or December or whatever it was. BM bassline, the early Ulva stuff is good. Tips for playing DSBM basslines, they're the same really as just normal bass lines. You could check out my black metal bass lesson videos. They are very helpful. You just got to like learn the scales and the notes that work with the chord, and then just take it from there really. Yeah. But even so, like a lot of people swear by Evertunes, and Evertunes, I've used them. They feel they're nice, but they don't feel as nice on the bridge as Floyd Roses because they've got like these like weird chunks in the middle of them. And here, like this Goto bridge is just so smooth. And yeah, I am going to make a bass tone video, but the easy way is just use my bass tone. It's available for sale on like my Patreon and Bandcamp and stuff. So yeah, it works on Parallax. But yeah, I will make a bass tone video. Yeah, do I like stuff outside of black metal? Yeah, man. I talked about this a bit before. Earlier on in the stream, we were talking about when I was talking about Michael Jackson and his Off the Wall album, which is very nice. There we go. Now it's in tune. See, after all that. Yeah, I like death metal. Let me. I'm just gonna chuck some crap away, and then I'll plug into the little boss, and then I'll do a little bit of a spin on this. guitar. So I'm just going to chuck some of the crap out the way, some of the old strings and boxes that I have here, and clean my hands up because my hands feel stale and old like the strings. All right, I'm going on mute. Okay, hello everyone. Yeah, just checking out all the stuff. Evertunes and McLarens. Yeah, they're nice. Porcupine Tree are okay. Dyscrasia, I've heard the name actually, but I've not listened to their music. Opeth, I had Ghost Reveries on a CD. I think I gave it to one of my mates back in the day. But yeah, I like Opeth. I think what they're doing is cool. Not my favorite band ever, but they've got some solid riffs. So yeah. All right, let me know if you can hear the guitar okay. Because I've got my amp pointing away. I'm moving myself further away. Down, now, now, down, now, now. Whatever. Fishman, the bridge. There's noise cancellation. The enemy. If I play more like this. Yeah, thank you. Thank you. Stream turns on the phaser. This is hang on. We need more mic settings. Oh, here we go. Channel level settings. Ah, no, that's not it. Whatever. Yeah. Yeah, let's sing along with the riff. Da 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 bam. Da 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 da. Yeah, there we go. I still need to cut off these string ends. It really annoys me when I see these. That's the one thing I forgot to do. But yeah, after this Floyd ordeal, I do not want to restring another guitar tonight. I need to restring some older guitars actually, but they're all in cases right now, so I can just leave it for the time being and do another stream where I'm restringing guitars. But yeah, the next guitar that needs a restring is the Vengeance V, and probably the DBZ, the white one. Yeah, all right, let's get these off. Cool. Out of the way. How many guitars do I have? I can't remember anymore. It's like 15, 16, some crazy number like that. My favorite Jackson is the Archeon one. That's in its case. That's resting. I had it out for a little while. You'll see it on the channel very soon. Yeah, this Boss Katana are really great as well. What a nice little amp. Yeah. Get the Boss Katana. It's the little tiny mini one. I don't know how many watts, like 10? Whatever. Yeah, just get these. This is like the best practice amp ever. You can go even smaller, but they don't make these anymore. This is like a little tiny Donna practice amp. I can plug it in. Just clean it up a bit of dust. And just to let you know how this sounds, because this is quite a cool little amp. Let's unplug this real quick. There we go. Yeah, the Boss Katana has enough gains. Yeah. Oh, yeah, lunchbox amps. Yeah, that makes sense. I think for like touring purposes, I'm just going to use this. Yeah, this is why I got it. The Fireman distortion pedal. Very, very nice pedal. It was in its case. I took it to my mate's house, and we were both equally impressed. Like, we ran it through an older Engel Firewall, and it was just on the clean channel, which is good. Does it have a mid control? No, this one doesn't. The Fireman pedal doesn't have a mid control, but you can just boost it up when you plug it into an amp. But yeah, does the guitar cut out with this little tiny amp as well? I can move it further away. This is the curse for every single live stream. Every live stream has been cursed with annoying guitar tones. Those Roland cubes are pretty neat, man. They sound kind of grim. End one playthrough. Yeah. I don't like it. No, I've never learned any Lamp of Murmur. The neural DSP plugins, you just need to tweak with them a bit. Like Gojira is a really good one, but most of them, yeah, I'm a bit like, it's not 100%, but it's still good. Yeah, I missed the chance to see Lamp of Murmur. I was I was eating sushi. Gatekeeping the guitar industry. Are the guitarists probably? Yeah, hang on. We are the Black Wizards. Do you guys remember that band White Wizard? And they had this music video called Over the Top. And it was about some dude whose car broke down. No, it's just a pickup switch. I just have the lower thing. Yeah. Yeah, so there was this band called White Wizard, and they had this music video for a song called Over the Top. And it was an American band, but it was just like British new album kind of riffs. And the music video was just a good one. They got there's like an evil wizard who just tries to troll him, and then he fucking he just you just watch the music video. It's a good one. Yeah, Burzum's not very good though. Like, come on, man, they're not that. He's not that good. It's like early Burzum's better, but well, that's basically just a battery riff. Let's put it in the proper position. Hello, Philippe. I don't know the band Outlaw, but you can always send me a DM on Instagram. Actually, let me put that in the chat. If you want to reach out, you can always DM me or whatever. There we go. See, with the evil sounding black metal arpeggios, Thorns was doing that before with the that was like that was recorded like how many years before Philosophem came out? Like 5 years before that stuff. But yeah, Snorter was already like doing all that kind of stuff. I've never listened to that band. I haven't listened to DSBM in over 10 years, man. I live in the UK. Yeah, like the Burzum album came out after Thorns' Grimmick, and it was in that time period where all the guys were like sharing and using like the same ideas. Anyway, but I can't even remember the spell of destruction riff. But like, I know Varg was doing more of the kind of like that more dyad based stuff. Mayhem were doing the more kind of black metal, and then with Thorns, that was way more intricate and weird, like the stuff that they were doing. Yeah. Let's see. Weakling, I know them, but I've not listened to them in a long time. I know of the band. What do I think of Burzum, that new Burzum? It's alright. Hello, username. Who is this? Hello. Yeah, so Varg is just doing his thing, but nothing entirely interesting. Al Namrud. Oh, that's cool. At least there's a band there, and it's like there's a scene. Yeah, I think didn't Mayhem play in like Dubai or like a Saudi Arabian show or something? Because that's pretty dope, man. Just need more. You just need to. There just needs to be someone to do more shows like that out there. Oh, for real? I thought I could. Anyone could send messages. Let me try and change that real quick. Because I'm able to get requests. Let me see. Give me a second. Hang on a second. Oh. All right. It should be better now. People should. All right. You should be able to send me some bits on Instagram. We'll just test it now. I mean, like, don't all of you flock to DM me because that's just gonna be like. But if you can send me, if you can try sending me a DM now, and see how that works. Yeah, I'll get that on. I'm just checking all the bits. What the? Hang on. Message requests. Everyone can send me messages. Okay, cool. It should be all right now. Yeah. Where's my hair? Gone, bruv. That PV video was like 4 years back. Yeah. Oh, same message. Hang on. Are you Philippe Auguste? Yeah, I'll just follow you back. Don't worry. Yeah. 22 years of the first Sargeist album. Yeah. Every Sargeist riff. Okay, cool. Nice one. Yeah, I guess the settings is all fixed up then. Okay, very nice. Okay, sweet. I'll check that album out. All right, cool. I'm gonna give it a few more minutes, and then I'm going to have a snack, and then continue with yeah, continue with things. All right, cool. You got 3 minutes left before I end the stream. Yeah, Flavon, I haven't watched his videos in a while either. Cool. Like it's your last chance to do like song requests or whatever. And yeah. Favorite video game soundtrack? Fuck. It's probably got to be one of the Final Fantasy games. Or Ridge Racer Type 4 is a good one. Tekken 3, that's another good one. Yeah, let's just go with what riff haven't I played for a while? Let's do an old riff from like Premature Birthdays. Right. What Premature Birth haven't I done for a while? Premature Birth was the name of my first band, by the way. I have not played. What's a cool song from there? Oh, I haven't done Prepare for Genocide for a while. Yeah, I haven't played that one in a while. Yeah, you might recognize that as the second song in Black Metal Mastery, but that was one of my riffs that I used for one of my bands. Nartis did 3. How did that one go again? Then there's the that's that's it. God, yeah, I haven't played that riff since I made the video lesson on it like years back. That was like Korea days, man. It's like nearly 3 years now. No, I never learned any death spell, but most death spells like some stuff like that in E flat. yeah, never really learned any thing. My mate used to sing for Hecate Enthroned. He did the Virulent Rapture album. Yeah. You mean this one? No, not Dagon. Wait. Or the like that dissonant riff, or are we talking about the okay. Ne Oblivis Scaris. I've forgotten that one. How did that go again? I used to know some of the riffs from how you doing? There we go. Yeah, and then how did it go again? Yeah, I used to know. Yeah, I used to know a bit more. I bought the Portal of Eye tab book. I've got it on my laptop somewhere, but it's been ages since I checked out that stuff. Oh yeah, Heathen Deity. Then you might know a guy called Rob Sherrod. He's the sound guy. He does like the sound guy for Shooter, but apparently he was like close with the Heathen Deity guys back in the day. Yeah, I did as Icicle Force. That's the that's Ice Icicles Fall, and then that's the first track off that same album. Yeah. There's a tab book. I bought it from them. It was like on their Bandcamp. Yeah, that's the one. Tapestry. Yeah. Yeah, there's some cool songs in there. There we go. That's it. I'm losing it. That's it. Yeah, it's been ages since I played that. Yeah, Xenoflux. Yeah, it happens, but the best way to like find heavy metal people is to like go to heavy metal gigs and make friends and like go to festivals and stuff, and then just like hang out and have beers and just mess around. And yeah, that's the best thing to do. I'll do one more riff suggestion very quickly. Any tech death? Not really. Just a bit of obscure, maybe. Yeah, that one. Oh, Mouth of Madness. Yeah, I don't know if they sell it anymore. Yeah, however that one went. Necrophagist. That's all I know, really. That one suite from Stab Wound. If you want Necrophagist, you want to watch Faye Stream's channel and his videos, and he's the Necrophagist guy. Yeah. Oh, bam. Hello, Daniel. Cool. That will do for today. I'm going to go because I'm very hungry. All right, cool. Thanks for watching, everyone. Yeah, thanks for watching the channel and interacting and everything. And I will catch you on the internet side in a bit. All right, see you, people.